Good morning, students. Today we see Unit 4 Hair Part 2. So the next topic, burning and combustion. So what is burning and combustion? The process of burning of a substance in the presence of oxygen and releasing a large amount of light and heat is called burning. If the process does not emit flame, then it's called combustion. So example, burning of sulfur, natural gas, firewood, coal. So these are the examples for combustion. So in this topic, what we say, oxygen is necessary for burning. So without oxygen, the burning process is not possible. So the burning of substance will not get oxygen means the substance will stop burning. So we do an experiment. Take a two candles of the same size and height and light both the candles, and next cover candle 2 with the glass tumbler. And what happened? When the burning candle is covered with a glass tumbler, mean the candle can use the oxygen available in the air inside the glass tumbler. That means a small amount of air is present inside the tumbler. So small portion of oxygen only is available for continue glowing. So when all the oxygen of the air inside the gas used up means then the burning candle gets turn off. So the candle burning means the oxygen is compulsory. So without oxygen the burning process is not possible. So oxygen is necessary for burning. Understood? So the next topic, importance of hair for survey of plants and animals. So first we see stomata. So what is stomata? A tiny holes present on their leaves is called stomata. A tiny holes is called stomata. So next topic, chlorophyll. So chlorophyll means, so most of plants possess a green pigment called chlorophyll. A green pigment is called chlorophyll. So stomata means tiny holes. Chlorophyll means a green pigment. Next one, photosynthesis. So photosynthesis means, so we see clearly, take a plant. Okay. So what are the parts of the plant? Root, stem, leaf. Okay. So photosynthesis means water is absorbed through the roots and carried through the stem to the rest of the plant. So next, carbon dioxide enters through the stomata, a natural opening in the leaf. Next, chlorophyll absorbs the light from the sun. So water, carbon dioxide and sunlight combine in the leaf to make food and oxygen. So oxygen and water vapor exist the leaf through the stomata. Carbon dioxide, water and sunlight combine in the leaf and to create food and oxygen. Okay, the plants release oxygen during the photosynthesis, which is much more than the oxygen consumed by the plants. So during respiration, the whole process is called photosynthesis. Understood all of you? So the next topic, respiration. So when we breathe in the air, the oxygen present in the air reacts chemically with digest food within the body to produce carbon dioxide gas and water vapor and energy. So this energy is required to carry out many processes in the body such as movement, growth and repair. So this process by which oxygen reacts with digest food to form carbon dioxide, water vapor and energy is called respiration. So this process is called respiration. So food, oxygen and carbon dioxide, food and oxygen to produce carbon dioxide, water and energy. So this process is called respiration. Understood? So next we see composition of air in inhaled and exhaled air. So composition of air in inhaled and exhaled air. So first component, nitrogen. So inhaled air is 78% and exhaled air is 78%. So oxygen, next one, oxygen. Inhaled air is 21%, exhaled air is 16%. So carbon dioxide, 0.03% inhaled air and exhaled air 4%. So next, water vapor, variable amount and amount increases in exhaled air. So noble gases same only, so 0.95%. So dust particle, variable amount, none. So temperature, inhaled air room temperature, exhaled air body temperature. So what we observe in the tabular column? So inhaled air contains more oxygen while exhaled air contains more carbon dioxide. So inhaled air contains more oxygen, exhaled air contains more carbon dioxide. So this only observed in the tabular column. So next topic, respiration of plants and animals in water. So the water of lake, rivers and sea have some amount of dissolved air, so containing oxygen in it. So the plants and animals that live in water use the oxygen dissolved in water for breathing. So for example, frogs respire through their skin. Fish respire using their gills. So this is the respiration of plants and animals in water. Topic, uses of air. So the first point, breathing. Air is used by plants and animals for breathing. So second one, burning. Air is used for burning fuels like wood, coal, kerosene, so etc. So third one, cycle tube. So compressed air is used to fill tires of various kinds of vehicles. So next one, water cycle. So air plays an important role in maintaining the water cycle in the nature. So fifth one, ozone layer. So ozone layer present in the atmosphere. So it helps in preventing the harmful radiation of the sun from reaching the earth's surface. So next one, patient. So patient having breathing difficulties, they use oxygen cylinder for breathing purpose. So next, mountaineer. So mountaineer climbing a high mountain, they use oxygen cylinder for breathing, because we go high means the oxygen level was decreases. So that only they use oxygen cylinder. So next, diver. So a diver going deep into the sea, the oxygen level was decreases. So they use the cylinders. So oxygen gas cylinders are used for breathing purpose. So next one, blowing air is used to turn the blades of windmills. So the windmills are used to draw a water by running pumps. So you run flour mills and to generate the electricity. So air is used to generate the electricity. So next, let us learn something new. When carbon dioxide is cooled to minus 57 degrees Celsius, it directly becomes a solid, so without changing to its liquid state. So it is called dry ice. So carbon dioxide is called dry ice, and also is a good refrigerating agent. So carbon dioxide is called dry ice and also is a good refrigerating agent. So it used to transporting meat and fish items. Okay. So next, a small recap. So air is everywhere around us. Air is everywhere around us. So our surrounded by a huge envelope of air called atmosphere. So what is atmosphere? Our earth is surrounded by a huge envelope of air is called atmosphere. So next, combustion. So what is combustion? The process of burning of a substance in the presence of oxygen and releasing a large amount of light and heat is called combustion. So next, respiration. What is respiration? so preciously helped us understanding the presence of oxygen in the air that is produced by plants during photosynthesis, so which can be used by animals for respiration. So next, composition of air. So air contains 78% nitrogen, 21% oxygen, 1% of carbon dioxide, water vapor, noble gases and dust particles. So this is the composition of air. So this composition of air changes slightly from place to place and also from season to season. So the photosynthesis means carbon dioxide, water and sunlight combine in the leaf and to produce food and oxygen. Next, respiration of animals. So food and oxygen combine to produce carbon dioxide, water and energy. So aquatic plants, that mean animals and plants live in water, is called aquatic plants and animals. So they use oxygen dissolved in water for breathing purpose. Okay, understood all of you? I hope all you understood. Thank you for watching this video.